Hi, I'm Dan McClary of Tennessee Shakespeare Company. Welcome back to the Decameron Project. The date, March 27, 2020. And on this date, in 1802, William Wordsworth starts writing something I will attempt to repeat to you from memory. Here's the title of the work. Intimations on Immortality from Recollections of Early Childhood. That would fit really neatly right on the label of a 45 record, wouldn't it, for those of you who can remember those? Well, it sounds like a great bestseller, doesn't it? Well, you know what it's called now? Ode. O-D-E. Ode. William Wordsworth. And I have to confess, I have, let's see how to put this. I've never found myself gravitated towards his oeuvre, but for those of you who would like to respond to that, please do at contact@tnshakespeare.org and let me know if you have gravitated to his poetry. I'd love to know why. And if you have a couple of favorite pieces or a couple of favorite verses, let me know those too. However, that said, here I am reading from one of Dunbar Abston's books. Here's a piece from Ode in our theme, which is a continuation in the week on spirituality. William Wordsworth. Thou, whose exterior semblance doth belie thy soul's immensity, thou best philosopher, who yet dost keep thy heritage, thou eye among the blind, that, deaf and silent, reached the eternal deep, haunted forever by the eternal mind, mighty prophet, seer blessed, on whom those truths do rest, which we are toiling all our lives to find, in darkness lost, the darkness of the grave. Thou, over whom thy immortality broods like the day, a master or a slave, a presence which is not to be put by. Thou, little child, yet glorious in the might of heaven-born freedom on thy being's height, why with such earnest pains dost thou provoke the years to bring the inevitable yoke, thus blindly with thy blessedness at strife? Full soon thy soul shall have her earthly freight, and custom lie upon thee with a weight heavy as frost and deep almost as life. O joy that in our embers is something that doth live, that nature yet remembers what was so fugitive. William Wordsworth. If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success, but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here upon this bank and shoal of time we jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instruction, which being taught returns to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then is his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculty so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye that tears shall drown the wind. Well, that's the Scottish theme, King. And if there is a speech that more poetically takes us from the grotesque and terrestrial to the beautiful, the poetic, the celestial, there aren't many in the canon. Thank you for joining me and the Decameron Project. We shall return on Monday. And until then, please do be safe. Please take care of yourselves and others. And if you know of someone who would love to hear from you today, not tomorrow, but today, give them a call. Goodbye.